Christmas is coming early this year for thousands, or probably, I guess, tens of thousands of Twitter users who had been banned over the years because Elon announced that starting next week, he will be issuing amnesty for nearly all banned Twitter accounts, saying that he's going to start reinstating every banned Twitter account with the exception of accounts that broke the law or if they were specifically just part of a spamming operation. You probably heard that last week he reinstated Donald Trump's account, but he's not tweeting because he's exclusively on his own platform, Truth Social, followed by Project Veritas and Marjorie Taylor Greene's personal account, and a handful of other popular conservative accounts that were wrongfully banned. Then on Wednesday, he posted this poll asking, should Twitter offer a general amnesty to suspended accounts provided they have not broken the law or engaged in egregious spam? And then yesterday morning, after 24 hours, the final results showed that 72% said yes. And then he replied saying, the people have spoken. Amnesty begins next week. As you know, the Marxist Democrats and the liberal media industrial complex were, or I guess are, because they're never going to get over it, are extremely upset that Elon has reinstated President Trump's account and a handful of others. But that pales in comparison to how upset they are about this. They're going to continue to melt down about this for months and probably actually for years. The Washington Compost says that he is opening the gates of hell. Elon Musk plans to reinstate nearly all previously banned Twitter accounts to the alarm of activists and online trust and safety experts. This is the big test that I've been saying he would ultimately have to face, which will determine whether or not he is a free speech absolutist. And despite him allowing President Trump and a handful of others back on the platform, he did say that he would not reinstate Alex Jones' account, and then doubled down saying too bad when people kept pushing back, tripled down, and then quadrupled down in a series of comments, saying in part that because one of his own children died in his arms when they were young, he has no sympathy for Alex Jones for some of the comments that he made about the families who lost kids in Connecticut. But this might ultimately mean that Alex's account may actually be reinstated, and Elon can sort of have it both ways by saying that he didn't personally intervene to specifically reinstate Alex's account. He just implemented a new policy that said if anybody didn't break the law or weren't a spam bot, their account gets reinstated. There was already a concerted effort to ban Twitter from the Apple and Google app stores after he reinstated President Trump's account. But now that he is going to reinstate virtually everyone, there is an enormous push. This from CNBC. Apple and Elon Musk's Twitter are on a collision course. Apple executive Phil Schiller, who oversees the App Store, deleted his Twitter account. And this was before Elon made the big announcement about blanket amnesty. Former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey sees the writing on the wall and yesterday said, we need a new mobile OS operating system that's web only, and then continued with a thread posting to various projects and expanding on the comments for how we need the internet to work on cell phones without having to rely on getting apps from the App Store. Sort of like, or exactly like what Gab did, because Gab had been banned from the app stores years ago because Gab is a truly free speech platform and they won't bow down to the ridiculous terms of service that are laid out by Apple and Google in order to allow apps to be downloaded onto your phone. And that's what Elon is going to have to do with Twitter, and he knows it, and Jack Dorsey knows it, which is why they're working on that project. And not only just to avoid the tyrants of the terms of service of Apple and Google, but also because in order to be in the Apple App Store, probably the Google App Store as well, they demand between 15 and 30% of revenue that is generated through in-app purchases. And Elon is going to go to a subscription-only or a largely subscription model. And in order to prevent Apple and Google from siphoning up to 30% of the revenue, he's going to just have to bypass them. And again, this is how Gab does it on Apple, on an iPhone, or an iPad. You open the Safari browser, go to gab.com, and then click add to home screen or save to home screen. They might be changing the terminology and the icons, but that's how you do it. You either click this thing, and then that shows up the add to home screen, but you can figure it out. That's how you do it. And then that's exactly what Twitter is ultimately going to have to do. And it functions exactly like an app, but you don't get push notifications sent to your device, which is actually great. But then Apple will probably just block the domain on the Safari browser because, like Alex Jones says, This is an info war. And let me know in the comments whether or not you guys are having this issue on your iPad or on your iPhone. But on mine, if I pull up Safari, I literally can't go to Infowars.com. It just does not load. I was able to save Gab to the home screen, like I said, but when I went to do it to Infowars, which on my old iPad, I actually had the old app still saved before they banned it, and the app surprisingly still functioned. But then on my new one, it won't allow me to even load Infowars.com to then save to the home screen. And by the way, Taylor Lorenz, the woman who wrote this article for the Washington Compost about Elon opening up the gates of hell, is the same one who went on MSNBC and literally broke down into tears crying because people were sending her mean tweets.
I had severe PTSD from this. I contemplated suicide. It got really bad. You feel like any little piece of information that gets out on you will be used by the worst people on the internet to destroy your life.
Kind of like, just exactly like, I mean, you did to the woman who runs the Libs of TikTok account, linking literally to her address.
And it's so isolating.
And terrifying.
It's horrifying.
It's the best part. Wait for it.
I'm so sorry. It's overwhelming.
This woman, by the way, spent all of Thanksgiving yesterday tweeting. I scrolled through her Twitter account and counted the number of tweets and retweets that she did. And I'm not kidding you. I stopped at 100. 100 tweets and retweets on Thanksgiving for hours and hours. Look at this. Just going back hours and hours and hours. All morning, all afternoon, all evening, all night. If you divide 100 tweets by 12 hours, that's 8.3 tweets per hour. Math isn't exactly my strong point, so let me know if I'm doing this correctly, math people. 60 minutes in an hour divided by 8.3 tweets per hour means one tweet every 7.2 minutes. Over and over and over and over and over again. Including this one where she responded to a tweet posted by the Libs of TikTok mocking her that was posted on Sunday that she just so happened to find on Thanksgiving and then complain about, saying that the Libs of TikTok account is obsessed with her. And no, Elon did not unblock me yet. Thank you for asking and thank you for tweeting. And by the way, Drunk Clause is back in my online store if you want to make Christmas dinner extra exciting this year and save 15% off of any of my designs at markdice.com by using the promo code TURKEY at the checkout. So order a Trump Clause or my new Ultra MAGA shirt, a climate change shirt, and a Arrest Dr. Fauci shirt, or any of my awesome designs, all available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below, enter the promo code TURKEY at the checkout to save 50% this weekend, and check them out.